Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome back to part 2 of today's live stream. That's right, it's part 2, everybody. Now, part 1 was very eventful for those that actually joined. But before we discuss that, let's bring myself back up into the image. So, hello there, everybody. Now, we did talk about the possibility, is this a new letter hunt or is it a mistake? Has Heyday made a mistake and released something a little bit too soon? I wonder. But I am here and so are you, and it's good to see you all here again and again and again. So part 2. Now, part 1's video was all about restocking, and I was selling loads of items. Now, part 2 is going to be more with the barn and silo sales, plus a little bit more detail as well. And we're going to cover a lot of these useful tips today within the stream. Now, what does it mean by the letter T? Well, that one we really don't know. So, is it maybe the top YouTuber in the world, Red Knight? It could be that. So, T, YouTuber T, Red Knight T, maybe that is the question. I don't know. Maybe it is birthday, because the Heyday's birthday is coming up just around the corner. So, B-I-R-T-H-D-A-Y. That's 8 letters. So, it's the 29th for me today. So 29th, 30th, 31st, okay, blah, 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 blah. So maybe it would take us up to the birthday. I don't know. So it could be T for birthday. It may also mean tangibles. It could also mean trader. What it means, we do not know. We're not really sure at the moment, but T is the first letter. But guess. Now, the mystery derby is coming, as I said. With the mystery derby, you have a choice of taking these tasks or these tasks. Now, a mystery task can be anything within the game, and it's much more exciting, I think, as well. I love the mystery task, but you are going to make sure, or need to make sure, that you are ready for it, because you do not know which direction it's going to go. And that's what we're going to continue going on with this one. Right, Ricky, can you please talk why I got this moderator status, please? Oh, I got asked to say give it to you. So, if you would like the moderator, if my other moderators think I should give moderators to somebody else as well, then I listen to my moderators. So, my moderators say, please give it to her. The audience says she needs it, okay, or he needs it, then I'm welcome to add it. So, at the end of the day, I go with what my fellow team members say. If they say that a person needs to be promoted, or they need to be a moderator, then I give it to them. If they're very active, it's great. If they are there all the time, so I listen to what my moderators say. So basically, my moderators, my colleagues here within, my fans, my friends have said give it, and I agree. Okay, so you're helpful, you're supportive, you're here all of the time, you really do help me, and at the end of the day, yes, so it's great. Is there a chat for it, Ricky? Now, Leo, we do have a private chat option, but I've not enabled that at the moment. So there is another way for it, but I usually just keep it on the live chat. It makes it much easier. But as a moderator, there's a lot more that you can do within the actual game or stream itself that other players can't do. So yes, welcome. At the end of the day, it's literally just supporting me. So you've now got the ability to add links, which you couldn't do before. So all my moderators can add people's links to my channel. And then this gives them the option, if someone is another YouTuber, they can go to that person's page, they can add them to my stream, and then it makes it easier. They can time people out, they can hide people, which is ban, they can pass information over. It's literally a supporting option at the moment, and it's great. Right, Sheila said, might all see you on Friday. Yes, Sheila, see you on Friday. But I will be here Friday, but Saturday I will not be live streaming, everybody. So on my second channel, Saturday, I'm spending time with my son. He's got a school sports day, and I'm going to be participating in that. So Saturday, no. Friday, yes. Leo, no problems. Welcome to the team. And I mean that one. Drew, hello as well. Right, okay. Now, I did read the chat, by the way. And Carrie, I didn't realize it was actually mostly because of a dog, or maybe you told me before, but I'm really sorry about what happened, actually. So I do like pit bulls. I think they are very beautiful dogs, but also as well, pit bulls can be very harmful, like many other dogs as well. So all animals have a kind of like a side to them that is also a little bit stressful and damaging sometimes. And they do have a very nasty bite to them as well, but so do other dogs as well. But yes. What's school sports? John, I don't know. It's a sports day. So Japan sports, they usually base it on year. And it can be any kind of activity. It depends on the school itself. There are some activities that I hate because I consider them to be very, very dangerous. And we're trying to get those banned. The pyramid game that they do where they try to climb up on each other's shoulders and rip hats off has caused too many kids to get injured. And we parents don't like it. But some schools don't always listen because some parents think it's really fun. Heyday Addict says, I can't wait for a new update. Me neither. And Bhavesh, you let my team down, so you've been booted. Right, not happy, young man. Okay, if you're in the derby, you're supposed to do the derbies. You don't just do 1 or 2 tasks, then not support. We understand if you can't always get things done, but you let the team down, so the team leader in that one, the co-leader, they removed you. So please don't request to join back up a game. My injury was my ex-husband. You remember in the other stream I asked. Ah, yes, that one as well. So, but I was reading about a pit bull in that one as well. So, yeah. Yep. Right, welcome back. And Pugs, hello as well, by the way. Yeah, I mentioned you saying about your ex as well, so some guys can be jerks as well. Yeah. That was just last week. Oh, okay. Team means town buildings. It could be Heyday Addicts. It could be town buildings. There's a lot of possibilities at what it may or may not be. We're speculating. We thought about it, but I think it means top YouTuber Red Knight. So I think it's going to be a Red Knight based activity where they are including a beautiful statue of me within the game for the birthday. So I think the birthday surprise is going to be a Red Knight statue for everybody to get their hands on, which I think will be wonderful. So you can all have that opportunity of purchasing a Red Knight statue within the game, and globally I will be there on every farm. I will be there on every farm, so that would be beautiful. Right, those items are going really quickly as usual, so we're selling a lot more and the mega sale is continuing. Soon we will be empty, and then we can get on with what we need to do, which is talking about how we deal with the storage and stocking. So mostly items gone. Brandon says, you're back. Hello, by the way. Birthday surprise was a big cake with Ricky jumping out of it in the middle of the cake. Shush, 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 shush. Lynn says, I hope it's red and not gold. Actually, it's a cake with me jumping out of it. And I'm going, surprise, happy birthday. And then I start singing the frog song. So it's going to be me. When you tap on it, I sing the frog song within the game. I'm really happy about it. So I had some visitors recently. They came to Japan. They took my measurements. They recorded me singing the frog song and other things as well. And you're going to see a character of me within the game doing a lot of activities. So I will be singing the frog song within it. You aren't going to be able to do any trucks, Ricky. I know, Tammy, but there's a reason for this. There is a reason for this. So I'm not going to be able to do anything. I'm selling everything out. It's all going. New subscriber as well, I saw there. Well, hello, new subscriber. Welcome to my channel. Sorry if I missed information, so I wasn't looking at it. Right, so please accept my request, Satnarim. Okay, I will accept most people's requests. Depends on how you've sent it to me, though, whether it be Facebook or in-game friend or something like that, but I usually accept most friends. Ricky in a green mankini. Me in a green mankini could be rather interesting, I think. Yes, okay, I think it would be very, very popular indeed. But I'm not sure if it would be a little bit too revealing. So, maybe not the best thing in the world. Yeah, not the best thing indeed. All right, well, let's continue with this mega sale. So we're down to the last few hundred items, I think. And then we'll start looking at these resources that have not been used. So there we go, there we go, there we go. And a few more items going in. And we're all down to the last few points now. Hopefully everybody was able to grab something over these ones. Would see through it with the green screen. Thankfully as well, if you did see through it, it would be the farm you would see, nothing else. Oh my God, that was funny. The green screen would actually protect me as well, because you would see the farm and that would be it. Now remember, ladies, G-rated, G-rated, G-rated. Right, okay, we're getting very, very low with my resources. I'm losing a lot of items down here, so we're almost down to basically nothing. Right, now, few more to go, few more to go. Actually, how are we doing on this harvest? That one will be 39 seconds again. I think we should have a private chat for mods only. I've actually started creating something with Slack. So there's the possibility I might be using that one very, very soon. I've also been asked to come back onto Discord and then use Discord. So I'm umming and ahhing about when one to go to. But yeah, case by case. I've not really ultimately decided what I'm going to do. I've got the setup there. Everything is organized to a certain extent, but I need to decide whether I'm going to do it or go in that direction or not. So we will see. We will see. Right, we're down to the last few items. So, actually, no, not that one. That's not a key item. Right, okay. Selling. Right, and here we go. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. La da da dun 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 da da dum da da dum 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 bidum dum dum dibidum dum 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 bidum dum dum dibidum dum do do dum do 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 do. Okay, thank you for making me smile when I really need it. You're just imagining me in a green mankini, aren't you, Nadia? Hence the green icon. So Nadia there with a £5 donation in the super chat. Thank you very much. I really, really appreciate that one. You are a superstar as well. Look at that, everybody. Yeah, it's the green mankini bringing the smiles. And I hope your mum is going to be okay, by the way. I really, 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 really do. Right, now going down. Let's just get rid of some of these other items as well. And we are moving through nicely. And I'm going to get rid of the wax as well. And let's go and have a look. So we got to do the sauces. You know what? I'm going to do the sauces. And in fact, we're going to do the soya beans as well, I think. Soy sauce. Yeah, just do it. Let's just get rid of it. We're going to start again from the very, very beginning, I think. This is going to be fun. I like this one. So no storage. I wonder how long it will take me to build my storage back up again. Probably a long time. Probably a long time indeed. Right, now, doing this is probably totally crazy, but it's totally fun as well, and I'm liking this. Right, what have we got down here? So we've sold off some of the items. I sold a lot to Ricky. Yes, you did, and I keep selling them on as well. Now it says, thank you, my lovely Heyday family. You are welcome. And now I get to redo my storage. I think I do this okay. I do my stuff, so I do this about 800 times, then I restock, okay? Brandon says, I don't have nails, are you? My friend's bar says, Lynn, okay. I got some nails, but I'm using mine. But I'm actually enjoying this. This is totally crazy and nuts, but it is a lot of fun. Right, sugars now. We're going to pass over some of these sugars. So if you want some sugars, come and grab them. And we're reducing. And then we're going to come down here as well. And we're going to come down here with some of the feed as well. And then we're going to sell more of the feed as well. And selling. And we're going down, and selling, totally nuts. This is crazy. A mega sale. Loop doop doop doop. Now, as a result of doing this, I'm not going to be able to make anything, which is fantastic. So, but you'll see in a moment why when I start talking about this. And you're going to say, why did you sell those items? Well, you'll see. Do do do. Okay, we're over the 2 million now at least, which is nice. Okay, I like that one. Right, sugars. Let's go get some sugars on there as well. And we're coming down. We'll sell the last of those bread, and that's almost gone as well. Wow, your barn will be empty. It gives me anxiety thinking about an empty barn. I know, it's good, isn't it? I'm going to have literally nothing left in there. So all of these items are being grabbed and taken and going to be used by other people. It's great for me. I don't mind at all. If actually I'm kind of pleased I'm doing it this way. So it's a lot of fun for me, definitely. And a very unusual activity. So not something I usually do, but there is a reason for it. So Maggie needs my money. That's the reason. So that young lady is calling to me. She wants my hard-earned cash, and I'm going to be down to nothing. So you're doing this to make coins. Well, Lynn, one way to make coins, but actually that's not the main reason, no. I'm actually going to be focusing on one restocking for everybody today, which is my main part to sell all the items. So I want to encourage people to buy. So if you see people selling, okay, when you've got mystery events or you've got certain derby events like trucks, etc., a lot of people focus more on just doing for themselves. But at the end of the day, that's not always a good idea. If you've got the money, sometimes it's actually a good idea to be buying from other people. Like you'll see here, a lot of high-level players or big-level players are actually buying all of these items. Now, the reason for that, as you know, is because it saves you actually having to make the items. Okay, it gives me a lot of coinage, and that's really nice, and I like it because my money goes back up again. And it's fantastic for that as well. It also makes it more challenging for me to actually have literally nothing in my storage, and then I've got to start rebuilding up again. But it's a nice way to get people to think about actually going to buy off other people. So remember, buying off other people is a good way of you increasing your storage. And I would always recommend selling is a nice option sometimes. Okay, sometimes selling things is not always a good idea. So now you're starting to see I'm selling off some key items which are very crazy. And in fact, I'm going to stop with some of those in a moment so I can talk about it a little bit more. That's enough there for the moment. Okay, let's sell these ones here. But coinage is one factor. It does give you a lot of money. Right, how can I tell Ricky though, says Arjun. Okay, I always help out, right. Yep, so I do this time to time as well. Yep. Okay. Right, let's go down. We don't need that one. Why have I got that one? That one's not necessary at all. We're down to the last few items and almost there now. Right, Barbara's grabbing a load of these goodies. I hope they are useful for you, young lady. And I hope they are really beneficial. Right, leave the metal bar there. Get rid of that one for the moment. I don't want that one there, so I don't need that for my explaining. Right, get rid of that one. As long as I keep one metal bar, I need one metal bar kept there. Okay, right, that's enough. We get rid of that one. Okay, and we get rid of that one as well. And I think that's down to the last resource. Okay, almost. Keep that one, keep that one. No, that one we can sell, don't need that one. Okay, we need this, we don't need the burger. And we don't need the BLT, and we don't need the drinks. Right, and the sugars we need for the moment, don't need the lobster soup for the moment. Expansion materials, I might deal with that in a moment. Keep those, keep those, keep those for the moment. Okay, good, we're down. Expansion materials. Right, now the question is, do I sell my mine tools or not, I wonder. Still a nice storage though. Right, silo, let's get to it. Right, sugar cane, let's sell those items off as well. Right, selling, 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 selling. We're down to the last 100 or so. Take those and those and those and those and those, and then sugarcane again. Actually, what was my storage? And 137. Okay. Ah, you must be ready for your plan. Okay, says Terry. Okay, Gizmo says no. Okay, take whatever you want. I'm not sure what that one is. I will be lost without emails. We need one for other channels. Okay. Make a lot of items, then sell them to Ricky like your big farm. Yep, really, really useful. I buy lots of items and then pass them on. So it's a very, very good way of actually passing things around the community as well. I pass my coin over and then we sell on to everybody. Right, and 151, almost there. 141, we keep that there. 162, get that one down. 152, get that one down. 143, get that one down. And 157, 228. Okay, selling, 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 selling. Do 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 do. Crazy, 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 crazy sales. Right, okay, 160 almost there, 160 almost there, 158 almost there, 156, okay, 155, okay, 148, yes, we can do that one, 137 I think it was, 137, yes, okay. Dun 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 dun. Okay, take those and that and that and that, and I think we're done. Right, okay, let's have a look. Machines, collect that one. I think all my machines should be stopped now. Check, 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 check. Still going with that one for a little bit of time, no worries. And I think those should be finished now as well. Still a little bit more on those, but they'll be finished soon and I can sell those items. Okay. Right, we're now basically down to nothing, 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 nothing. I love this kind of activity. Now, number one, why am I doing it? Okay, the one reason I'm doing it is to actually pass over my storage. Like I said, when it comes down to events within the derby or within the actual trucks or whether it's the boat, a lot of items are needed. And it really is a good idea sometimes to literally empty everything out. And it's kind of nice to go down to zero. It makes it more challenging. It gives you something that is more exciting or interesting to do within the game. And if you do that as an example, it makes it more fun, giving you something new to do. So a lot of people say, okay, I'm bored with the game, I don't know what to do. Do this. Literally sell everything. Now, if you want to take it a step further, go down to zero, just one of each of these items. If you want a challenge, do this down to one. And that really really is a challenge, because you know how long it takes to grow some of these items, like 8 hours from 1 to 2, then 2 to 4, then 4 to 8 as an example. So if you want to and you're looking for a challenge, we do it sometimes with Heyday, and it is great fun. And that also means selling off all of these items, literally everything. It's all gone, 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 gone. And it gives you the chance to restock up again, and it's actually good fun. Now, Lynn's going, why? Okay, now, there's a reason for me doing this today, because I want to focus on giving some different points. Now, number one is, by me selling, people are buying. And by buying off other people, by going to their roadside shops, you're going through. Stall hopping is very, very good. You go through people's stalls, you look at what they're selling. Okay, I need those, buy, buy, buy. You go through, you find someone who's selling, you buy their items, and then this helps you to build up your stocks. If you've got somebody who sells regularly, then they should be the farms you should check all of the time. Because if someone is selling a lot of items all of the time, and I mean a good mix of items, keep going back and checking them. Now, if you've got someone who's not selling a lot of items and rarely sells, why have them on your friends bar? Just get rid of them. If you've got somebody who's doing a lot of selling and you can buy items off them, they're making a lot of goodies, and then they are good to have on your friends bar. Like Leo does a lot of selling, okay, and it's great to actually have him on my bar as a way of being able to go there and buy items, and I think that's fantastic. So number one, you're looking for people who sell, and if they're selling, it allows you to restock your barns, and then you build up your quantity of items. Now, I'm in a situation where I've literally got an empty barn. Now, if I wanted to get items, I've got two ways of getting items. Number one is to buy back. Number two is to make the items. And basically, both choices are really, really good. And it's down to you what you wish to do at the end of the day. Now, I like the selling. I like coming down to next to nothing. And if you look here, you'll see 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. That's a lot of zeros. And I like this one. So very, very nice indeed. So very nice indeed. Right, now we've gone down to 0. Now, what do I need to do? I need to start rebuilding back up my items. Now, one thing you need to think about when it comes to rebuilding back up your items is key ingredients. So as an example, key ingredients would be items that you use to make something else. Now, these are the more important items that you need to be keeping within your storage, because you're using them all of the time. And if you're actually making these items, then you're able to make items that are more important. So it's really important, I feel, sometimes to have a lot of these key ingredients, because those key ingredients allow you to produce. Like if I come down here to my machine here, key ingredients will be sugar and eggs, key ingredients, bacon and eggs, key ingredients, bacon and bread, key ingredients, and it's those key ingredients you need to add up. Arjun and Sweet, you are seriously bugging me. I really, really, really need it. Okay. Really causing me issues today, and I mean it. You really are causing me issues. So can you kindly stop, please? I don't want to have to ban you. Timing out is temporary. It's 300 seconds, which is nice. But if I ban you, I may forget to re-add you back. Now, if I ban you, then basically I never see you in my chat at all. And I don't like removing bans, and I rarely do so. So I've got so many people on the ban list that are just gone. Now, I don't want to have to ban you two, but I would like you to take your issue elsewhere, because you are really starting to get on my nerves. So Arjun and Sweets, okay, give it a rest. And I would advise you to listen to me now, okay? Give it a rest, because if I do see you keep persisting in this in my live streams, then I will ban you. And I don't care. Enough is enough. Okay, like seriously. I had an issue the other day in my other club, in my other game, where we had a new member join and then someone stalked them from another team. I wasn't happy with that. I then posted on my Facebook group for that game, raising the issue, asking for the team members to come, and I'd like an apology. Oh, they then came over, they then trolled and said, oh, you did. Oh, whatever. Okay, at the end of the day, I don't like stupid people. I don't like disrespect. And now you are disrespecting my stream. It's enough. No more. Cut it out. Or I will just tell my players to just ban you from today. And I will not remove the ban. I'll just leave it there. So cut it out. If I have to take it a step further, I will remove you from my friends bar and I just won't add you back. I really am not in the mood for your stupidity at the moment. At the end of the day, whatever your issue is, you need to talk about it in your personal chats. You take it away from my stream. You take it away from my games. I don't like it. Right, let's get on with it. Yep, okay, Lynn, that's why the 2 email accounts that are coming up as the Facebook ID for my game ID, they're just gamer ID ones. They're not critical to me. Jake, who's ready for the mystery derby? I totally am. My barn is full up with items and I'm going to be so cool when it comes to the mystery item. I can't do anything, which is great. Right, now, you've made me lose track of what I was talking about, so I've got to refresh my mind now. So let me just do my harvesting while I'm thinking now and calm myself down. Right, let's collect the harvest on that one. I love boosters, I really, really do. They are a great addition to the game. Let's do some soybeans this time. Right, now, you're seeing I'm actually planting down some soybeans at the moment. Now, a soybean is a critical ingredient. Now, by me placing it down there, you'll notice that I've actually got 1 square empty. That's because I had 136, and it says there I've got 137. So remember, you can actually check within your shop tab how many pieces of field land you've got. So you know when it comes to actually keeping items, you mustn't have less than that if an item is going to be a critical item within your game. So when it comes down to playing or preparing, if you've got a silo that has, let's say in this case, 130 strawberries, that is not enough. You need to have sufficient quantities of silo items to be able to make items within your game. So you'll see like 88 tomatoes, 90 of the sunflower, 86 of the rice. These quantities are now very, very low. And as a result, I need to start making or growing these items, or I cannot make the key items. So you guys really that are thinking about how to play the game, you need to make sure that you are keeping sufficient storage. Now, things like the sugarcane, things like the actual carrots and the wheat, etc., they grow really quickly. They are a base item. You don't need to keep hundreds and hundreds of those. What you need to do is to actually make sure you keep these longer growing items as a storage item. They are the main ones, but not too many that actually fill up your storage too much. So you've got to balance it. And I mean that balance is very, very, very important. Without the balance, you've got a serious problem. Okay? A serious problem. So do keep that in mind when you're actually preparing. So loading up for the mystery, you know some of them are going to be crop tasks. You know some of them are going to be a harvesting task. So making sure you've got the minimum you need for your farmland is a key one. Okay, and then you'll have no issues at all when it comes to it. Now, if you've got boosters, use your boosters to actually grow more crops. So I've got some boosters down here later that will grow chili pepper, cotton, and pumpkin really, really quickly. 40% faster for 7 hours, perfect, not a problem. You've also got this one over here as well, which is a nice one there, so 50% faster there. That one's got the lettuce, the rice, and the onion. Great, that's for 10 hours. So for 10 hours, I can be growing those items really quickly. So use the boosters to actually do that. Now, when it comes down to the silo, you'll notice that I've lost a lot of ingredients. Now, I've kept some key items here. Like I've got this one here that I just took off my machine. I could sell that one. I don't need it. But again, having one item is not good enough within your storage. So anything that is a 0 is really bad. Now, what is the minimum quantity? Well, that is your choice at the end of the day. It depends on your level. We don't do shout outs, we do charity shout outs. That's about it, organization. So please, if you're looking for a shout out, choose a charity, choose an organization, and then say, please shout out this charity. And then we do it that way. We don't shout out people. Me calling out your name just to say, hey, you're here in the chat, not worth it. Okay, give me a charity, an organization, some kind of event, I will shout it out. That's what it's for. But welcome to my channel, by the way. But you're brand new, so you don't know. But just to let you know, it's good to see you here. But if you're looking for a shout out, choose a charity, choose an organization, choose something that is worthy of us shouting out that organization. So, Master, for the future, if you want a shout out, choose something that we can actually get our thoughts and feelings behind as well. But either way, welcome, 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 welcome. It's good to see you here. So 0 is bad. Okay, right now, guys, you are here in the chat. You're seeing a 0 here as a quantity. So what do you think is a suitable number for these items? So what do you think? All right, Tammy said you should already shout it out. Mine, okay, so St. Jude's. Yep, St. Jude's is a wonderful organization. Since we've had a shout out request, okay, please do so. So give a big shout out to St. Jude's. Faithy says, I donated $5 to cancer. Thank you very much. I appreciate that one as well. We're all supporting organizations here. It's great. Right, Gina says, I wish the derby there was a quick task to do on the last day. What do you think? It depends on people's schedules. Now, the derby's always got quick tasks, but you need to bin and trash to bring them up. And that's really the issue. Okay, now Gizmo says 100 of each. Now, I like that one, by the way. So 100 items of each is very good. So 100 of the raspberry muffins, 100 of the coal, 100 of the bars. So 100 of each of these items. Now, 100 is going to take me some time to actually build up, because we know these take 10 hours, 6 hours. We know they take a lot of time to actually do them. But at the end of the day, I don't think 100 is also good. I think a variation, it depends on the item. So maybe 100 of the juices is very nice, but maybe you want, let's just say 200 of the bread, because maybe the bread is a key item. I think with the key items, we definitely need more. But if you're looking at these items down here, maybe 50 is good. But it all depends on your barn. It also depends on your actual ability to produce as well. It's really difficult to keep a good quantity, especially when you're making and using. So you've got to think very strongly about how I use these items. Like 0 of map pieces, not a problem. I don't need them, don't use them, don't want them. 0 of goat's cheese, big problem. I need to have more. 0 of animal feed, a gigantic problem. You've got to have more items. So at the end of the day, it's really important to have a minimum quantity, but not too many. And you'll see here from the chat, everybody's giving you their views and opinions. So later, come back, have a look at the chat comments, because you can read them. It's saved, and then you know. Gina, I agree. Depends on your items and your size of your barn. Okay. Flubber said, sorry, I lost that comment. It went by too quickly. One more time. Let's go back up. Right. So go back up on that one. Come on. Scroll back up. Comments. I missed a comment. Okay, it's gone past now. Right, okay, you have guys heard about the hold my glitch in the game. Sorry, don't know any glitches that you know about in the game, so not sure what you mean on that one. Okay, I heard a comment there, read a comment there, don't get mad with people who are not able to do. I agree, you shouldn't get mad with someone who is a low level that can't do the task. That's why if you have a hood, you should try to make sure that people are of the same level. Having someone who's in the 10s or 20s when everybody else is in the 80s or 90s is a big mismatch. Unless, of course, you're trying to bring that person up. You'll see with my team, the minimum level is 80, and everybody is a much higher level or above that at the moment. The lowest level is 80. We will not accept anybody lower than 80 because they can't support. At the end of the day, you've got to keep the support in your team of a balanced level, and it really helps. That way you can actually help each other out. Now, if you've got someone who is not pulling their weight at their level, and I mean not pulling their weight, not choosing tasks, not doing tasks, or taking things they can't do, then get rid of them. But it's all about keeping things balanced. And at the end of the day, Heyday is a management game, and it's about balance, and that's what you've got to do. Right, okay, Drew, didn't seem like it because I got threatened to get kicked. Okay, it depends on your team. Okay, it depends on your team. If you're not pulling your weight, then basically they will kick you. If you're not supporting where you can, and they know you can at your level, if you're just taking, but not giving in return, then again, that's an issue. So it does depend on what you're doing as well. Like if I look at the supporting side, if I come down here, you'll see that I've got down here a lot of T-Bus players. You've got donated 69, requested 20. You'll see requested 30, donated 19. Requested 60, donated 12. Requested 5, donated 4. Some people are donators, some people are requesters. It depends on the person. Julie, she's a very, very high requester. Okay, she does donate as well, but you'll see there's a big imbalance. Everyone has their own different playing style. Maybe, as an example, some players are more helpers than they are donators. It will depend on the context, depends on the player. You'll see here that I've requested 20, I've donated 43. We can see what you're doing or not doing, and it doesn't matter what level you are. If we notice that we're not happy with the imbalance, we will tell you on that side. Also, as well, when people do donations, okay, I need to say thanks for the donations. And I said thanks for the donation. So it's all about communication. It's all about actually letting people know and then passing on the messages and things like that. So that's the key thing. But otherwise, if you don't do it, then people will remove you. Okay, Gizmo says, good night, everyone. I'm falling asleep, so I'm going to bed. Okay, Gizmo, good night, good night, good night, good night, good night. Okay. And fill my queues. Yep, please do fill your machines. I will be doing that in a moment as we talk about that in more detail. Right, now we're at the stage where we've now got to start working on our resources. Okay, we've got harvesting, which we can keep doing. It's beautiful. I love these boosters, as I said. Now, at the moment, I'm harvesting a lot of items that relate to my boosters. Now, it's nice because it's given me a lot of expansion materials. The more you harvest of one product, the more XP it gives you, and then the more chances you have of actually gaining rewards as well. So you're seeing by me planting and harvesting, I'm getting a lot of XP, which allows you to level up within the game, which allows you also as well to gain a lot of expansion materials. And those expansion materials, they allow you to start leveling up. And you really do need to level up. But also as well, you're making the items and you can then start selling them. Sell for full price, okay? It's sometimes nice to sell for less, especially if the newspaper is overloaded. But there are certain products like sugarcane as an example. If I advertise it and put it in the paper, people will come and buy it very, very, very quickly indeed. It will sell because it's an item that people want to buy. And like all of the items I've been selling at the moment, okay, I've not advertised because you guys are in my stream and I want you to buy the items. So buying items from people allows you to fill up your storage. It allows you to get some good deals. So I'm advertising this sugarcane now. People will come and buy it at some stage in the near future. Okay, I'm in no hurry to sell it unless, of course, I've got too many items, but one's gone already. Let's add a little bit more in there and perfect. Now, if I come to the newspaper, there's a lot of items being sold. If I need those items, I can go and buy them. Let's just say I needed the stone blocks. I buy the blocks. I buy the paint and things like that. It's great. So buying is really useful. You'll see me do it all the time. I really do go and buy things. especially when they are expansion materials, because I like expansion materials. But I can't help them out, because even though they're requesting help, yeah, look at this. K63 is selling me lots of goodies. Beautiful find. A very, very beautiful find. Oh my God, I'm so lucky on this one. Drew says, since all the people high levels don't want me. It's not that they don't want you, Drew. It's that basically you're looking for lower level hoods. That's it at the end of the day. You need to find a hood where the players are of your equal level, and then basically try to level up together. If you do that, it's great. And have you deleted anybody? No, I've not deleted anybody yet at all. So not yet. Yeah, when it comes down to adding people, okay, or finding a club, it's very, very challenging. Your best option is to go sometimes to the Supercell Heyday page. If you go there and you advertise yourself, you will get people who want you to be in their team, and case by case. Right, okay, now where were we? So, like I said, building up your storage, keeping the right amount. It's all about balancing the quantities. And you'll see there I'm down to 0. Now, I've kept some items, like I've got these iron bars there. I've got the toffees, I've got some honey, and I've got some other bits down there that can be used. Now, one thing that's taking up my storage at the moment is the expansion materials. Right, you are so in trouble for the derby. Me, I know. Let's go make sure I'm not in the derby. I opted out. Hang on. No. Hang on. I did opt out. So I put back in to show you. Okay. Opting out. Okay. I'm so glad. Oh my God. That would have been a big problem. I thought I opted out, but I went back in and showed you something, didn't I? I'm so glad I saw that one. Wow, that would have been a big mistake indeed. Right, that really would have been a big problem. Really would. Okay, Chief, see you next time. Just to let you know, anybody that's brand new, I stream twice weekly, by the way. I stream on Tuesday and I stream on Friday for Heyday. So, on Heyday, I'm actually streaming, on Heyday. On Friday, I'm streaming from about 3, 4 o'clock till about 9 o'clock. So come back and do it then. Come and join me then on that time. And Tuesday from about 9 till 3, give or take my hours. Yeah, Tammy, I almost messed up. I really did. I really almost messed up on that one. Like, wow, that would have been a really big problem. That really would have been a big problem. Really would have been a big problem. Right, now, let me get, that was a close one, I know. I'm so glad you just said that, and I checked, because like 4 hours later I would have gone to work and then it would have been, I can't do my items. I would have had a big problem. But it would have been perfect, actually. It would have been perfect. Right, now, my main focus now is building up my storage. But you'll see here my storage contains a lot of items that are expansion materials. But why have I got so many expansion materials, but I've got no products? You've got to keep this in mind. Now, I'm lucky. My storage has been increased up to 3,100. So I can actually keep these items there, and they're there for a reason. But I still technically have too many, everybody. So because I've got too many, I need to either use them or I need to get rid of them. Leo, good night, my dear. So thank you very much for what you've done today. I really appreciate it. You helped me upgrade, and you've given me a lot of items I could pass on, and I really appreciate that one a lot. I really do. I really do. That was very nice. But now I've got too many items. I've got too many expansion materials there that I need to actually deal with. Now, the first thing I could do here is look at my town. Now, you'll see here there's a lot of items here that are town related. Now, do I need those? Okay, I'm not sure. Now, please say something when you get the private chat, please. I will do. I will do. Right, Ricky, open the land across the road. You mean this one down here? Yeah, I don't have enough yet. I'm still waiting for all of the permits. I got 54 now. And I'm gradually increasing, but I don't want to do that one just yet. I want to get all of them and make it in one big video. So Phoebe, I'd love to, but I'm waiting on the permits. I've got 54, and I think I need 59 in total. So I need another 5 more permits, and then I will do this. So we're getting really, really, really close now. And then I will do the whole shebang in one go. And that's going to be a really cool video. Or live stream maybe. So we'll see. Ricky, I need planks at the moment. Okay, well, bear with me, please. I'm not sure if I'm actually selling anything. KS, hello, by the way. And it's okay. It's okay. Bonnie, hello as well. Right, so today we've sold off all of the items. Now, my storage is basically empty. It's those expansion materials now. So yes, I can expand the land across the road. That would really help. I've got no more land over here to expand, which is a shame because I wanted to keep it and I made a mistake and I tapped it when I was tapping too fast. So I was going like this with my trees and all of a sudden I found like, no! And I opened up my last piece of land. I was gutted. Didn't want to do that one. But once all this land is done, I will never ever need to keep expansion material for the land. It will all be done and it will be fantastic. But it's those town expansion that I've got too many of at the moment. So we need to see how to use those. That will help my barn storage. Right, we come on down to the town. And in the town, we're going to find there's a lot of visitors waiting. There's a lot of buildings. Let's go collect these ones as well and gain more resources. Can't do anything there. Can't do anything there. Collect that one as well, and they are done. Collect that one as well, and they are done. Collect those as well, they are done. And collect those as well. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And we are good on that side. So any of those visitors can be sent off to buildings. Let's have a look. Grocery store. Cinema. Okay, grocery store. And send that one to the diner. And send that one to... Nope, can't do that one. We're full up. Check this one. Beach cafe. Okay, diners full up. B&B is still okay. Right, cinema I think is full up as well. No, we got space. That's good. Send that to the cinema. That one's full up as well. Right, let's have a check. Beach cafe is good. Beach cafe is still good. And I think everything is now full up. Yes, it is. Right, I've got loads of visitors waiting, but I can't serve any of them. I have no resources. Oh my God, what did you do? What did you do? Oh, no, 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 no. Right, Ricky, never say never. Well, sometimes never is good. Now, I've got loads of visitors. I can't service them. But what I'm more interested in here at the moment is something a little bit different. I'm not focusing on the visitors. What I'm focusing on is those expansion materials. Now, land-wise, there's no more beach to be done. There's no more land within my town. There's no more land within my sanctuary area. It's all opened up. So any of those maps I get as an example, I don't need. The only expansion items I need for my town is for my buildings. Now you'll see how at the moment this building here is requiring some items. It requires the hand drills, requires the tar buckets, it requires the hammers. I don't have enough of those. I need 28 to upgrade. So you'll see this is level 28. It matches. I've done my visitors. I've done my turnaround time. I've done my actual XP and reputation. You'll see I'm level 29. I'm still working towards getting up to 30. Got a long way to go yet. Now because I got a long way to go, I technically don't need to worry too much about upgrading because it's like another 23,000 XP points before I can even level up. So unless I really need to do my buildings, then I don't need all of those expansion materials. They're taking up too much space and I can get rid of them, which is great. Right, so we can't do that building, and I need to either buy or I need to sell. We've got another one here. I can't touch this building. It's maxed out already. You'll see it says 15%. To get the 15%, I can't do that one. Come over here, same situation. That one's a 10%. Okay, I've got some of the resources, but I'm missing many of them again. Come over to the next building, same situation. I've got 2 upgrades to do here again, and I can't touch those ones yet either. This building here, it's 15%, it's done, can't touch that one. Grocers, 15%, can't touch that one. Diner is again 15%, I can't touch that one. So you'll see some of my buildings are ready to be upgraded and some of them I can't do. So I don't need those expansion materials. I can't upgrade my train anymore, it's maximum level. I can't upgrade my town anymore, it's maximum level. There's no benefit for me keeping those expansion materials until I can gain enough to do these ones. So if I look here, it says I need these items. So I need hand drills. I need tar. And I need hammers. Right, if we come over here to the next building, that one I need bricks. I need tar again, and I need stone blocks. Okay, for the next building, those two buildings, that one I think I need blocks again. I need tar, and I need hammers. Okay. Let's go and have a look. Those ones are done, aren't they? Yes, those ones I don't need to worry about. So you'll see there that I need certain items. So what I need for mine, as an example, is hand drills, tars, hammer, brick, stone blocks. Those are the key things I need. So anything else that I've got that's extra, I can sell off. So writing them down when you're looking through your resources allows you to get rid of the items that you don't want. So if I go through my storage now and I look there, there are some items I really don't need and I can get rid of those. What are you doing there? Making notes? Yes, I am, Gina. I'm just writing down what I need material-wise so I can then get rid of the excess ones I don't need, which reduces my storage in my barn, which then gives me more space to add other items. At the end of the day, you shouldn't be keeping too many expansion materials because it really doesn't help. Nadia, 4:30 a.m. I need to get some sleep. Okay, thanks for your kind words. Nadia, my darling, mwah. Kissy kissy to you, and I hope everything with your mum goes well as well. So good night, my darling, and do come back again. Master 19 says, I'm level 50, I'm always active and I'm always doing the derby. So if you're around level 50, everybody, you need a level 50 player. Master 19 is looking for a club or hood to come and join. So if you are looking for a level 50 player, okay, Master 19 is looking for a team. So Master, if somebody says come and join, go and join them. Or if you've got a club by yourself where you need players, you don't mind taking high or low, then put in your hood code into the chat and then people can add you that way. But Nadia, good night, my dear. You take care and you look after yourself. Please. Right, okay. AJ, we don't subscribe to channels unless they are Supercell or Heyday related. Samir, hello, by the way, and welcome, welcome, welcome. Right, okay, so Denise said, good night, always been a long day, I'm going to relax on the recliner. Well, that's okay, Denise, you can relax on the recliner as well, but you can listen to me. The sound of my voice is good when you want to relax. Right, but everybody that has to go because of the hours, good night, good night, good night. If you are brand new and saying good night, please make sure that you actually do hit that like and make sure you hit the subscription and the notification. Right now, Master, maybe it's family related. Sometimes a family friend has a low, or it's a baby farm or something like that. Okay, so Swagtastic, hello. He said Swagtastic needs a hood. So Swagtastic, what is your level? And Carrie says, I'm not the leader, not my rules. Yep. So it's down to the team itself. Okay, some people are not leaders. Okay, well, let's come back to what I was doing. So we're going down here, town items. It says here that I've got a load of bricks. Now, bricks are on my list. I need bricks. So bricks I can't sell. If I come down here again, I've got some stone blocks. Now, stone blocks are on my list. I can't sell. But there is some yellow paint here. So the yellow paint I don't actually need. So I've got 7 yellow paints there. I can sell those ones and I can pass those on. So anybody wants yellow paint, there's now that item's there. Right, next one on the list is the hand drills. Now, according to this, I need hand drills. So I'm going to be keeping those ones. I come down again, there's a hammer. Okay, I need hammers, so I'm going to have to take care of those. Right, Bonnie, good night as well, by the way. And Master said, I hate how my life works. Well, not really. It depends on what you're aiming for. Very close to leveling up. Yes, I really am. It's about another 40-odd thousand XP to go. So we might just get some of it done today, but we will see. Right, so hammers I need as well, so I can't really get rid of those. So hammers, tar, I've got to keep. If we scroll down again, there's nothing else really there that relates to the town that I don't need. All of those items are essential, so I've got to keep those ones. Right, so Nadia, thank you very much for buying those items. Right, keep coming, keep coming, keep coming. And my resources are ready to be harvested again. Yeah, I like that. And there's a nice little bolt there for that one as well, which is good. More experience points as well, which is wonderful. And the total is going up. And tape as well. Look at that one. So beautiful bolts and tape from that. Lovely, 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 lovely. And experience points as well. So let's do that again. Some more soybeans coming down. Oh, I love boosters. I really, really do. Actually, the booster itself also includes the indigo. But for me, the indigo is not really worth doing at the moment. It's nice, and I could do with having more indigo for later. But I'm more interested in turning around and getting the expansion materials. And that's what I'm focusing on at the moment. Right, Jonathan says, you can all join my hood. Life is strange. So Jonathan's advertising his hood if you're looking for one, by the way. And basically that hood code is hashtag 8VG8G9CY. Forrest, come goodbye, goodbye, goodbye as well. I'm on the hunt for land expansions. Me too. But I'm actually not so much selling those off because I'm using them for later. And I'm building up my collection so I can do a lot down here, which is really affecting my storage. But soon as I get all of this done, that would be like all of these items I never ever need to collect again. And it's going to be a big thing. Everything totally opened up. And I'm really looking forward to doing that. Okay, I need those permits. Once I got the permits, I will be a very, very happy bunny. And everything will be done. And that will be my last land. So my last piece of land is that one section down there, and I so can't wait. I really can't. Right, okay. So Darlene said, Master, I've invited you to my hood, which has players' levels around your level. If you are interested, the tag is. So Master 19, you need to join the hood 8UCR80G8. So Darlene has just added you if you are interested. Permits in my shop. Okay, I really wish you could sell these, but you can't, I'm afraid, Swagtastic. It's not an item that we're able to sell. You can only gain them through doing activities within the game, and that is one of the problems as well. You've got to do it to actually get it. Right, Stitchy should have come out last week. I go back tomorrow. Well, hopefully they do come out a little easier this time for you, young lady. I really hope so. Right, nothing I need there. No expansion items I'm not buying at the moment. Right, next one. What else do I have down there that I don't need for the moment? Now, you'll see here I've got a lot of axes. I've got a lot of shovels. I've got a lot of pickaxes, a lot of TNT. I've got a lot of saws as well. Now, saws are very useful. I can use the saws to chop down my dead trees. I've got dead trees, so get rid of them. If you've got dead trees and they can't be revived, use the saws you can to chop them down. Now, it's a good idea to actually keep a good storage of saws and axes. Trust me, by the way. Land deeds. Okay, Swag, I will buy the land deeds off you. Sorry. Land deeds would be perfect. Sure. If you've got deeds, I will come and grab those off you, and that will bring up my deed count more towards my account as well. So you need to tell me what your level is so I can come and find you. Now, at the moment, you'll see that I'm actually using a booster. So this booster is going for the next 4 minutes and 20 odd seconds. I love these bush boosters because they allow me to get a lot of experience points, which is fantastic. I get a lot of coinage as well from harvesting these. But the only downside is you are going to need a lot of axes. So that's the great thing about getting a lot of axes and keeping them in your storage. You do need a good collection of axes. You do need a good collection of saws, everybody. If you actually have a good storage of that amount, then basically it will allow you to chop down when you need to. So try not to run out of these two items. If you have to, use Tom. Tom's really great for getting those items. And if you've got a free Tom, perfect. But remember, you need to set your alarm for every 2 hours. Otherwise, it's a bit of a problem on that one as well. Forest, we're deleting their messages because they keep causing issues with each other during the chat. And at the moment, okay, it's frustrating. So we would just like, so Sweets and, in fact, both of you guys, Arjun, Sweets, if you're watching at the moment, once your ban for or timeout is finished, just don't type. My moderators will just keep removing you because you've been causing issues. You can watch, but I would suggest for today you don't add any comments into the chat because they're kind of irritated by what you were doing earlier. So my advice would be just to sit back, relax, watch the stream, do not comment. Tammy says you need saws, those. I really do. And saws have been my big issue. I used the booster as well the other day. I ran out of saws very, very quickly, and now I got a load of dead trees. And that's one of the problems. If you don't actually have enough of one item, you're going to end up with lots of dead like this. Now, it's okay having a lot of dead trees and a lot of dead bushes, but too many kills your farm design as well. Now, this is one reason why I really don't want to be adding any more trees in. Now, I actually let my trees die off for another reason as well, because I wanted to show you one of the issues today within today's stream, when you've got no trees and you need resources. Right, well, those bushes have revived, so we can get those started again. Okay, the cycle's going to finish very soon anyway, because it's only a few minutes. But I did get some more fruit there, which is nice. There's no more bushes that need to be harvested or chopped down, I think. Right, good. Actually, we can do these ones as well, so let's go collecting. Now, collecting is great. Okay, I think collecting from your bushes is wonderful. It gives you a lot of resources. It gives you a lot of XP within the game, and it allows you to level up very, very nicely. So management of your actual trees and bushes is also very, very critical as well. If you don't manage effectively, you're going to end up with dead farms, and that's not good. So you need to make sure that you are requesting help. You need to make sure that you don't remove too many. That results in having a lot of dead trees and bushes around. So that management is another key factor as well. Okay, right. What is it today with, okay, Master. Everybody bullies me in my school and my family. My brother got arrested. Okay, now, Master, I think you're trolling. You sound just like Sweets does when he starts going on, or Samir sometimes, I think it is. So please be careful, you're pushing the stream. Now, if you've got issues, okay, we can help you and we can give you some advice and suggestions, but taking it too far makes us believe that it's not true, and then you get timed out, just like you've been done. Right, at the end of the day, guys, okay, suicide is never an option. Trust me on that side. I would not recommend it. I actually follow a lot of people on Twitter as well, and a certain young lady that is very famous in the world posted a photo of herself on a window ledge yesterday. Now, there are a lot of people from both sides of the coin that like and don't like her, but I actually saw a lot of good people coming together from both sides, from both political spectrums, and trying to get her to change her mind and to contact her. There were a lot of concerned people. At the end of the day, I really hope that people do change their mind when it comes to taking their life. If you've got a problem, reach out to your friends and people you know. It's better. But trolling and irritating people, it's like crying wolf. And if you cry wolf too many times, then when you really do need the help, nobody will help you. So be very careful with what you're typing in my stream or what you post, because people will help you. But we do not like wolf. So be very, very careful. Right, Nadia, thank you. Ricky, see what Nadia said. Let's go back up on that one. Okay, how much further gotta go? I can't see Nadia's comment. How far back up do I need to go? Masters is sweeties. Okay, right. Time him out. In that case, if Masters sweeties, ban him. Masters is sweetie. Swagtastic, good night, good night, good night. I'm sorry, the stream is kind of going off in the wrong direction. Guys, just time these trolls out, please. If they keep persisting with the stupidity, just ban them. I'm getting at the end of my tether at the moment, and I'm fed up with the stupidity. Yep, just ban them. So ban the master account. If it comes up again, ban it. Everybody, please read it. This is about, hey, Dave, if you have personal issues, then this is not the place for them. Please don't. I don't mind discussing some things. I will give advice and suggestions and things like that. But at the end of the day, stupidity is like crying wolf. If you've got a problem, ask for help. We will help you out. We've done it many times in the past. Okay, my friend in the past, she was having an attack. We realized in the stream, and we had players contacting her that lived local in her neighborhood. And basically, they were able to chat with her. We don't mind these things, but at the end of the day, please cut it out. Okay, really cut it out, because it goes off in the wrong tangent, and I don't like that one. Right, but swag, good night, good night, good night. Sorry about the issue with the direction it was going, but either way, okay, my audience is very good. They like to help each other out, but do not cry wolf. Right, okay. Let's go collect those again. Right, that's going to fill up my storage very soon, but axe is there as well, which is wonderful. I love harvesting. It's so beneficial, and I mean really, really beneficial. Yes, it gives you a lot of items that you don't need, okay, like you don't need all of the extra resources, but it allows you to actually make a lot of coin and gain a lot of XP as well. Slowly, but steadily. And then you can sell those and make a lot of cash as well. So what's this? I'm going to sell those and sell those. And we're advertised it, I think. Yeah, keep selling the soybeans. Let's see. Will people come and buy the soybeans? Do 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 do. Yep, they went very, very quickly indeed. People will buy the product because they need it, and when they buy them, it's very useful indeed because it gives you a lot of coins. Right, let's take all of those coins as well. Thank you very much, everybody. In fact, let me add some of these down there as well because I don't need so many. Right, collected all of those, which was beautiful. Like I said, I love boosters. Yep, I just saw Master 19 come up on my bar, so we know whose that is. Right. Right, Darlene, I'm William. I'm going to bed now. Good night, everyone, and the rest of the stream. Hope you will have the trolls go away. Yep, Darlene, good night, good night, good night. See you on Friday, by the way. Tammy said, no, I thank myself. Goodness. Okay, Carrie, wish I had the Facebook name so I could warn others of 3 of them in my admin groups. Michael says, does everyone have marks? I do, but I'm not selling at the moment. Maribel, good night, by the way. And remember, this Saturday, I'm not live streaming my other game in the morning because I got my son's event to go to. And it was interesting chatting the other day, by the way. It really was. Right. So, I just did it too. I love the farm design. I think the farm design is fantastic, but I don't like trolling. Sure, I really, really don't. And sometimes it's just pushing the luck too far. Right, Redder needs some help. And can I come and do Redder's boat? I've got no resources. I can do... Oh, I'm too slow. I could have done a crop. That was my crate. How dare you? That was my crate. No, not fair. That's one I could have done. I had the resources. Right, how dare she take that one? Right, well, where were we? Now we're going to take all of the coins from that lot as well, which is beautiful. I like that one as well. More revives requests coming up. Okay, right, let's continue. So now, as I said in my storage, I got a lot of mine items that I really have a lot of. Now, if I'm doing a derby and I'm saving these for the derby, it's fantastic. So I can do a derby task where I need to do mine tools. So for a derby where you're doing the mine, it's very, very nice to actually build up a good quantity. Now, how much is a good quantity? What do you think, by the way? So when it comes to your mine and needing to know how many resources you need to keep for the mine, what do you think is a good item? Now, I like to have maybe 20 or 30 as a basic amount. I think keeping 20 or 30 of these items for my mine allows me to do many mine tasks, but I'm also keen on increasing this as well. So more, because I don't always do the mining tasks. Usually if I see ore being sold, I will always buy ore every single time. I think buying ore is a necessity. You see ore being sold, you grab it. You don't let it go because you can use it on your machines. No problem, Maribel, no problems. So, yep, this Saturday I'm going to my son's school and it's a school event, so I won't be there on Saturday. I've still got to tell the other games company so they don't advertise me, but yep, this Saturday I'm not doing it in the morning. I might do one later in the day though, so do keep your eye out for notifications. So I may do one later after I come back, but probably not till later. Right now, Phoebe says 30 pickaxes, 30 shovels, dynamite, and TNT. Not necessarily when you have your farm where you want. Okay. Right, to a certain extent I agree. I think having too many is not really a good idea. Tammy says I keep about 80 of each. Okay, I think keeping a lot is nice as well. So at the end of the day, having a lot of these items ready is really good for a mining task because it allows you to do a mining task really, really quickly. And mining tasks with any mystery derby will come up. So if somebody's selling these items, it's great for coming to pick them up. So I'm not going to sell them, sorry, because I'm actually now going to be working on my machines. Now you'll see I literally sold off all of my ores and I have no ores left. I got one now, I think. Now I can't actually make any of these bars unless I use diamonds. Now I'm going to need those metal bars. Those metal bars are a key item in the game. Now if you're lower than level 50, you do not need 5 smelters. Do not buy them. It's not necessary. If you are lower than level 50, 1 smelter, 2 smelters at maximum. Going up to level 100, it's nice to increase up to 3 or 4 smelters. But even then, having 5 smelters, I think, is really not necessary because of the amount of time it takes. But if you are looking to upgrade your personal train, then you are going to need a lot of metal bars. If you're looking to make a lot of jewelry, you're going to need a lot of metal bars. Again, you'll need all of the metal bars for these items. So, it's a bit of a problem. Gina says, I prefer to keep the space for pickaxes instead of TNT. in some ways then, Gina, what you need to do, pickaxes are really, really good for space-wise. If you get any TNT, just keep using them, and then you'll get a lot of resources as well. Meme says, I got 500. Like, whoa, 500 is a lot. Right, Lynn says she disagrees on the smelters. In 6 hours, I can have 5 bars instead of only 1. Now, Lynn's right. She really is. Okay, if you've got 1 smelter, it takes like many hours to make 1. But if you've got 5 smelters, you can make 5 bars. If you've got the resources. You need to be doing mining regularly, I think, to be able to do what Lynn does. Now, Lynn's really, really active. Okay, she's probably doing the mine a lot. She's getting all of the ores, and she can have all of those mine smelters going. Even if you're not active, you can still, when you get the ores, have each of the machines producing, and it really is beneficial. And I'll show you that in a second. But like you said, she keeps all 5 churning, so you've got to be doing mining again and again and again, which is great for diamonds. You'll get a lot of diamonds, but you also get a lot of ores. And she's like me. She buys the ores. I buy them whenever I see them. If I go to the newspaper, Marie, thank you very much. She was the one that did Redder, and now she did me as well. That's so comical. Right. If I see ores for sale, the same thing, I buy them. And it's the same with the metal bars. If I see metal bars, I buy them as well, because metal bars are great. If I see bacon, if I see resources like this that's just selling bacon, I go and buy the bacon, because you never know, when you buy these items, you might find other expansion items being sold as well. So it's always good to use the newspaper. Mastering takes a fraction of the time if you have 5 going as well. In fact, John, you're right as well. When you master one, you master them all at the same time. So mastery is a universal one for all of them. And mastery actually allows you to get 15% faster as well. So it really, really is good. But you don't have to buy them all once. And I agree with Phoebe. Okay, she says you don't have to buy them all at the same time. Perfect. So level 5, anybody level than 50, buying 5 smelters in one go, don't. Because 1, you don't have the space. 2, you don't need them. Okay, keep it slow and steady, please. Right, well, we're going to do some mining now. So you heard someone say earlier they keep all of the pickaxes. Great idea, because remember, each of these items only gives you a certain amount. So for 1 of the sticks of dynamite, I get 1, 2 of the ores, sometimes a diamond as well. It's nice. I get 2 ores, and that's 1 for 2, 1 for 2, and then you can just keep doing them. Now, you'll see there I got a diamond, which was perfect. I love diamonds. I think diamonds are great. So from doing this, I got 1 diamond so far. Keep doing, I'm getting 2 for every one of these. Now, it's going to vary. Okay, there's a lot of ores coming up here. And I need more than 1 of those ores to start my machines going. Now, I can do a silver bar. I can do a gold bar. I can't do the platinum yet. I can't do refined coal. And I can do an iron bar. So I'm now starting to collect those resources. My boat needed that product from the flower shop that needed iron, and it used up a lot of mining stuff for that one. It really does. That boat one for the flowers, you need a choice whether to keep it or delete it. Now, I've been actually not making the metal bars, and I've been using the actual items I needed for this one. So sometimes with the bright bouquets, because it needs the ore, I've actually stopped making the bars just to give me a good quantity of that one. And that we'll talk about in a second as well. Because it's really important knowing how to balance and when to balance. And it's all about balancing. That's like I said, Heyday is a management game. There are more tactics and things needed for this game than Clash Royale, Clash of Clans, Boom Beach. Heyday is a much more challenging game. It's not fast paced, but it's much more challenging because there's so many things to remember. So many. Right, please ban BD. Okay, that language is not acceptable within my chat. This is a kids-related stream. You do not call people. So please ban them. Right, you speak correctly in a polite language choice without using rude slang expressions, everybody. And I've been doing that too. I haven't been making iron bars either, says Tammy. Yep, it's the same process. I think many of us have been doing the same thing, building up the flour stocks first and then making the bars later. Now I'm going to talk about that again in a second as well. Wow, my whole stream is going on the one topic here. It's great. I like this. It's nice to do a stream when we're focusing on specific things. Right, well, let's keep using all of these. So I've got literally no resources, so I'm using all of my resources to get resources. You have to do that. You have to use these items to gain the resources. Even if you're saving for a derby task, you can be saving for a derby task, but you may find that you want to make items as well. So you need to and ah. Save the mining for a derby or use your resources to make resources that could be used for something else. Now, if you've built up enough quantity, you can do both, but you need to build up the storage. So sometimes literally just removing some of these items allows you to decrease the stocks, gain the ores you need, but not take away these key ones that you might want to use for a derby. So Blossom says, I'm saving for the derby task at the moment. Yep, you really need to choose between the two. I think if you can save a bit of both, it's great. Or, as Mei says, she's got 500 of them. Like 500, oh my God, that's a big storage. Yeah, that's a lot of storage. Now, another diamond. I love it. That's one thing I love about this is gaining the diamonds from the mine. I think that's beautiful. We used to get other items as well, but that stopped. We used to get some like expansion materials as well, but that disappeared many years ago. So it really is a strategy game. It really is. Right now, so I'm going to be keeping both the shovels and I'm going to be keeping the pickaxe, I think. But actually, is it really worth it? Because I'm not doing a mine task at the moment. I'm not doing the derby. But it's all about claiming the ores in this case. But strategically wise, maybe my team members need some resources. I'm not in the derby. Someone requests some items. I can help out my hoodies by giving them these items, which means they can then do it. So it's not just me I'm planning for. I'm also planning for my team members as well, because I need to help them as well. Ricky, you may need those for your ores. Exactly as well. So it's really, 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 really challenging. So there's a lot of focus points here that I need to think about. Now, at the moment, I'm just gaining a lot of ores here. So I'm going to save those tools there in case I need to help my team members out. And I'm just going to be using my sticks of dynamite and my TNT. That's now given me a load of ores. And the ores, I've now got 2 focuses. Right, now, that's those empty, and we're keeping those to help my hoodies. That's part of my planning. Now, Phoebe, you may need those for ores. Yep, exactly. Right, now, I've got 2 focuses here. So what do the ores need to be used for? Now, ores need to be used to make metal bars. Ores also need to be used to make the flowers down here. Is there anything else within the game that needs ores? Is it more than those 2 items or not? Now, coming down here to my flower shop, you'll see that I need all of these items. I need the rustic bouquet, I need the bright bouquet, I need the candy bouquet. Candy bouquet I can't do. I don't have the resources. I've got to make it. The soft bouquet I can't do. I need the resources. I've got to make them. So some of these items I can make sooner rather than later. So as an example, I can be using those 28 I've got there to be making the bright bouquets and building up, which is great. I can do that if I wanted to. Or I can be focusing on the rustic bouquets. Or I can say, no, I don't have to make them, because if I come over to the newspaper is chockers. So what I can do is save my resources, not make these items that are coming up here, these rustic bouquets, avoid making those for the moment, and focus on items that need to be made. So there's woolly chaps coming up. I don't have to make them, not at the moment. I don't have to make toffle dogs. They're being sold. So I can concentrate on making other items that I can produce because other people are making this. That's why it's really good to use your coin to buy from other people sometimes. Once I've prioritized and I've started producing the goods that I want, then I don't have to buy anymore because I will build up my storage. And you've got two ways of looking at it on that side. Now, guys, what do you think? Do you want to actually make your items yourself, or are you happy to go and buy? Now, when you're making the items, do you pick and choose which ones to make because you know you can buy these items while these are making? Both ways of looking at it. Now, the choice is yours at the end of the day. If you are making the items, you've got to be careful with your storage. You'll see there rustic bouquets. My lavender's 125, it's 134, it's 110. Those amounts go down really, really quickly when you are producing them. So I may need to grow. Even Lynn says in the chat she buys the item. So yes, buying is a key part of this strategy. And it's, what do you do to keep your barn and silo up? Gina says, I buy when it takes too long to make. Bingo, exactly. Okay, Lynn says, I buy cloth hats, etc. Okay, perfect. These items are made by everybody. They get the money. You reduce your production time making items that are more important. So hopefully this video is giving you a lot of tips as well. Even Phoebe, look, she says, I buy certain items. You saw everybody buying all my items from my shop earlier. Literally everything sold because it now means nobody has to make those items except for me. I now need to start rebuilding up my stocks, but it's not a problem because there's always someone who's selling, and it's great. It really is. Now my booster has expired, by the way. Now you'll see there my booster is down to the last part, and I do need some indigo, so I'm probably going to use the booster there to grow some of the indigo. Or I can forget about that because there's, okay, indigo, how long does indigo take as an example? Indigo with this one is 59 minutes, so in that hour's time I can produce a nice amount of indigo, whereas previously I've been making a lot of these other expansion or other materials. So with boosters as well, you need to pick and choose what you want to make. Now, very, very nice indeed. I could have done 7 lots of indigo at a 59-minute slot turnaround. Great. Okay, it was available for many, many hours. Or, like I did, I made a lot of items. Now, my problem is, because I've used some indigo, I've now got empty spaces. That's one of the issues of actually only keeping your stock level. You've got to keep above it with these items. Otherwise, you end up with a situation where you don't have items ready. Right, I'm going to use those last little slots there. We're using the booster, reduced time. I can make loads. I can make a lot of cash. It's great. Right, Phoebe says, rusty bouquets, I have never made one yet. Okay. Gina says, I sell in small quantity in case people don't need 10 of them. Okay. Tammy says, I mean purple sunrise fade. Not sure what that one means. Gina says, Lynn, do the same thing. Meme says, I don't make red hats. Okay. So the cloche hats she doesn't make. Okay. Why make items when they're being sold? Literally, they are being sold all of the time. You don't need to buy them. Now, what you can do when you go to the paper, there's 10 milks there, 90 coins. 90 coins is cheap. It's base price. So if you see something being sold for base price, you go there quickly and you buy it. Like, whoa, it's 10 there for 540. You don't have to buy it, but if you haven't got time to make it, because it takes many, many hours, you can buy the item. And it's the same with the produce. Okay, if it's cheap. The cloche hats, you don't need to make those. People sell them. Okay, why make when you can grab them easy? So rustic bouquets, tofu dogs. Okay, the cloche hats, they're made by everybody else. So seriously, seriously, seriously. Tammy, if your hand is swelling up, you really need to call or go to the doctor, seriously. If your throat is swelling up, oh my God, you get to the doctor straight away, darling. Please, okay? If your throat is swelling up, you get some medicine in there and you get to the doctors quickly. If you have to, please do call an ambulance, okay? And I mean call an ambulance. So you take some medicine, take that swelling down, you get an ambulance there, you say your throat's swelling up, you get on the phone, you go, in fact, go down your neighbours, knock on their door and say, please get me to the hospital. Sometimes the ambulance will take ages and ages and ages. If your neighbour's awake, knock on their door and they will take you to the hospital. It's probably going to be much, much faster. When I smashed my fingers, calling an ambulance took ages. Okay, they were busy. My neighbour took me in their car. Literally, so please. Okay, if your throat's swelling up, you get to the hospital. So. Yep. So either your neighbour takes you or you call an ambulance. If the ambulance takes too long, get your neighbour to take you. So please, seriously. With throat swelling up, that one you don't mess around with. You get there straight away, young lady. So. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Throat problems are serious. That's one thing you don't mess with. Yep, seriously. Yeah. If you're taking medicine and your skin is itching or you're having other issues, then please take off the medicine because you're having an allergic reaction. That's usually the case. Elizabeth, for me, I was in the British Army for 9 years as a young man. One of my jobs many years ago, I was a first aid instructor and a CASIM instructor. At one stage, as part of my testing training, I got told to go and deal with someone who actually was a fake injury, but I did not know what to do. And as a young boy dealing with what I saw at that time, I went back afterwards and I spoke to my sergeant major and I said, I want to learn what to do. And as a result, I ended up going on a medical course and then passing the medical course and then doing another medical course and then a medical training course for teaching other people, which is CASIM. So you make fake injuries, but there's some injuries you don't mess around. Okay, right, Tammy, maybe you got an allergic reaction. You really need to stop taking whatever medicine that is doing it, and you get your neighbor to take you. Ambulance will probably be too slow in many cases. Please. Yeah, I agree, Carrie. Totally agree on that side. I agree. So, yeah. So, any issues with throats and mouths swelling up? Nah, you deal with that one straight away. So get your neighbor to take you, please. Seriously. Yeah. And Lynn, yes, it is a wild stream today. Really interesting direction everything's been going. Sorry, everybody. Okay. Forget the game for the moment, yes. Depends. Our ambulance can be fast. Okay. Well, in that case, you're low. I'm afraid in the UK these days, the ambulance service, even though it's brilliant, I know many paramedics and I know many nurses and doctors and staff. I think they're wonderful, but I'm afraid the turnaround time for ambulances these days is not as good. Really not as good. Tammy says, I have no insurance, so I can't go. If I get caught without insurance, I get fined. I took Benadryl, it will be okay. Seriously? So if you call an ambulance in the... hang on. If you call an ambulance in America, you need insurance? Really? I know in the UK, if you call an ambulance and it's not serious, they fine you. And that's the same in Japan as well. So in Japan, if I call an ambulance and it's a stupid one, they get really pissed off and they charge a lot of money. They bill you later. Okay. Okay. I know in Japan they bill us later as well, but our medical system is a mixture of American and the UK. So in Japan, we pay out of our salaries towards the government for the medical side, which pays 70% of our costs, and then we have to pay the last 30%. So 70% of my medical costs are covered, 30% I pay, but then my company medical insurance, I pay that, which then pays the 30% and I get a refund on that one as well. They have a fine if they don't have insurance. Wow, okay. That's really nuts. Wow, okay. Do you know what? I would recommend moving to another country. Yes, I really do recommend moving to another country. Come to Japan. Maybe our medical system's a little bit more comfortable. Lynn, I agree. I really do. That is totally nuts. Blossom said in Australia it's $500 to get an ambulance. Whoa! Okay. Than Hein Yugen. So Klan Yong Trai Vu Vi. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm not sure what you said, but welcome, welcome, welcome. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Obamacare. Okay, right. Yeah, I read a lot about your guys' medical system on the internet. Now, I don't know much, but that's crazy. 1,000? Holy smoke! Oh my God! Okay, right. My recommendation is to go down to the local store, smash the windows in the store. You'll then be arrested, and they will then take you off to jail because you will be sick and injured. They will give you free medical care, and the fine for smashing the window will probably be much, much less. That would be my recommendation. Oh, wow, 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 wow. Than who says, I'm level 23. My level is 118 at the moment. We just put the stream on hold while we're trying to chat on something. But, oh my God, that is crazy. Halty said, I agree with Ricky. Yeah, go smash a shop window, get arrested, then they treat you for free. But we do have some medical choices that aren't available. For me in Japan, there are some things I can't get medical cover for as well. So, like if I go to the dentist, it's not covered, so I have to pay out of my side. So, yeah, please go smash a window in the local shop. Get arrested, get taken, and then it should all be covered. It will be great. So, Matthew, I love your streams. Me too. My stream is wild today. Oh my God, the topics that we've got today are really... And I can't believe I recommended breaking the law to get medical coverage. So, this is an emergency. Please don't do this at home. Actually, come to Australia. I wouldn't say that as well, May. If you've got to pay $500 for an ambulance, that might not be such a good idea either. But yeah... Going to prison is now a luxury. I wonder if you can watch Heyday in prison. You could say that's your medical fix. I need to watch Red Knight in prison as well. So all of the prisoners could watch me. That would be great. I can imagine being subbed. Michael said, read my comment. Okay, which one is that to read? There were many. Tammy said, okay, really, so what should we load our machines with? Don't worry. Tammy, never apologize. There are some things more important than playing a game. At the end of the day, what's more important is you guys, okay? My game is secondary. Okay, what's more important is you. KS, good night. You would still have to pay off if you get arrested. It wouldn't work. Okay, right. Really? That's a shame. Okay. Lynn said, my son is a jailer, no luxury in prison. Yeah, okay, well, maybe, okay, we need to change the topic then. Okay, really hard to say. Yeah, these days being a normal person is very challenging. Okay, right, so let's come back. Now, we were looking at this one machine here. I could use my ores to start actually making the bright bouquets. Now, at the moment, I'm actually growing the indigo, which is going to be an important one. That's ready in 40 odd minutes, so we're balancing that one as well. But actually, what I need to do with my ores is to start on the machines. Now, I've collected a load of ores. Now, I do agree with you earlier that actually making one item in a machine and then making the same item across the board is probably more beneficial at the end of the day. So by making one item in each of these machines, if I'm making the same item, they're all going to be ready at the same time. Now, what I've actually done here is I've chosen one item. All the machines are now working, but I chose different items, and you'll see here that the time frame is very, very different. Now, what I'm going to do is load up this machine completely. It's maxed out. The machine needs diamonds to max out. Now, once you've maxed out, it's great. I can just leave it. We're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 items there to be made, 6 hours a time. And yes, Peter, I'm going to be taking a break in about 10 minutes. How much won in the last derby? Okay, right, now my derby itself, okay, we came in first place again. If you mean trophies wise, okay, my team's derby trophies, okay, we just played casually. We got 39 of the actual gold, 41 silver, 23 bronze. We got some others down there in the different leagues as well, which is nice. But I'm actually opted out this time, so I don't know. Right, Haiti said, please read my avatar. Mr. Games, hello, by the way. Which is us normal. Okay, Mr. Games, I can't read your language, but welcome, welcome, welcome. Michael says, hello, Peter. Hi, T-shirt. I can't see your comment. Okay. Ricky, tell me what is the best item to create for good coin to resell? Well, everything. Every item is great for selling for recoinage, but you're looking for items that can be made quickly, that sell quickly. So as an example, you'll see this one here, the pancake. I can make that very, very quickly, and it sells very fast as well. And that's one of the benefits there, but I'll come to that one in a moment. Now, my smelters, I've loaded up there with all of the bars. We do this one the same with gold. They're 10 hours there. So there's 9 bars to be made. That's 10 hours a bar. That's 90 hours worth of work. 90 hours to make 9 bars. Oh my god. That's one day is 24 hours. So really, really, really gonna take a long time. Really a long time. So that's kind of crazy. Actually, a long time indeed. So 90 hours worth of work there just to make 10 bars. Do I play? So Shisui said, do I play Fortnite? I'm afraid I don't. I watch it, but I don't play it. So although I have many friends here in Japan that do play it, I actually don't. Sorry. I like to watch the game, but I don't play the game. It's a nice game, but it's not for me. Right. So, Shisui, where are you located, by the way? So, you have a Japanese sounding name. So, are you here in Japan or are you in another country, I wonder? So, if you're here in Japan, so am I, and it's great. Right, well, my machines are now loaded up. There's still space for more ores if I buy them. My ore count has now gone down, which is not a problem, and they will be ready in about 90 odd hours, and then I can start making my metal jewelry as well. So I can't make any of these until I actually get the stores as well. So that's one thing about having no resources. You've got to make them. That's why with the actual smelters, you need to actually keep a very, very good stock of metal bars, because the metal bar orders come up in your truck board. You'll see there it requires jewelry. That gives me vouchers. The vouchers then go here, which means I can then come down to Maggie, and then I can buy these off Maggie like 50 green. Oh my God, Maggie, what are you doing to me? 50 green again. I'll get 20 green, 5 blue, 5 purple. She's, oh, holy smoke, look at that one. 90 green, 10 purple, 20 green, 30 blues, 3 gold. Maggie, 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 Maggie. You are a gorgeous young lady. I love your belly wobble. But damn girl, do you take a lot of resources. Right, okay. Basically, yes, if you're logging off overnight, if you're producing items overnight, it's great. Right, now, to do more, I'm going to have to start collecting from my animals. Now, my animals are really important. If I keep my animals fed and I keep them working, then I can actually start gaining resources. Now, 1, I get experience points. 2, I get the produce. 3, I also get some expansion materials as well, which is fantastic. Your animals are some of the best producers in the game. All you've got to do is to harvest their products and then feed them. Now, feeding is really, really easy. You've got to produce the feed. And to do that, you've got your 2 machines down here. Please keep that feed mill going. Now, once you've actually got all of the animal pens, you need to prioritize which ones you want to feed first. Now, for me, I'm going to prioritize with my chicken feed, because the chicken feed produces quickly, which means I can then start producing my eggs. I need a lot of eggs. The next one I'm going to do is my cow feed, and again, that's a priority. Those 2 are the main ones to produce first of all. Then later I will start working on my actual pig feed, my sheep feed, and then my goat feed, and then afterwards my sanctuary. Because time-wise, they can be done when I've got enough storage to keep these ones ready, because they turn around really, really quickly. Whereas these animals, once you've fed them, their cycle is very, very long. So these are your 2 priority animals for feeding and keeping this field mill going. Now, that does mean you're going to need resources. You can see there I need soybeans, I need the actual basic produce. So you've got to keep a balance on harvesting crops and producing goods as well. If you don't, you can't make something. Maggie is overpricing on everything. I know. I want Heyday Phase 2 to come back. And Heyday Phase 2, I really hope is a discount. I do. So Maggie, discount. Right, Gigi says she would like to get a charity shout out. So remember, by the way, in my stream, guys, if you want to shout something out, then we need to actually shout out a charity or an organization. So Tammy says someone called PETA on Ricky. So I think PETA is a wonderful organization. They do a lot of things to protect animal rights. So let's shout out PETA. So big shout out to that wonderful organization. Right, my booster's still working for another 42 minutes, so we can get a little bit more growing in there. Can't do the indigo for another 40 minutes, but we can still use the slot, which is nice. Phase 2. Well, of course, Phoebe. It's like everything has a phase 1, a phase 2, phase 3. So I can't wait till Maggie phase 2 comes out. What's it going to be? Will there be something special? Will there be changes? Like, it's not a completed feature. There's still more that needs to be done. So yes, my speculation is a phase 2. I want to redecorate this. I want to redecorate my barn. I want to redecorate my silo. I would love to be able to change the designs on my machines as well. So yes. Yeah, I like PETA. I think they do a wonderful job, but sometimes what they do promote is not actually true, which is a case, and they do scaremongering as well. Right, now let's come down to my machines. Now you're seeing here I'm collecting from my animals. Now I do have other animals. Now these are my regular animals in relation to my horses, my rabbits, etc. Now as such, they're not giving me anything that I can use within the game. They are decoration, but they give me expansion items. So I'm using my produce and I get the axes, I get the saws, I get the XP. So again, doing this allows you to level up within the game, and it gives you the resources you need. Now it also uses the resources you need, so you need to balance sometimes whether you want to do this or not. If you run out of the resources, you can't do them. So it's a secondary feature, I think, within the game. Spending too much time keeping these ones going is not always a good idea. However, if you create a beautiful racetrack, you can have your animals running around and around and around, and it looks really good. And you do get a lot from there as well. And I love the racetrack style option. It's perfect. But the XP is good, and it's really, really nice. Right, okay, I'm not buying the tea part, it's too early. That's a possibility. Maybe, maybe, maybe. Right, now, what we can do as well, now we've fed my animals, I can ignore those. I need to start loading up my machines. I need to start building my basic products. Now, number one priority for basic products has to be my dairy. And what I need to do here is to start adding things down. Yeah, Phoebe, I know. I've seen that. Some people are stupid. They really are stupid. Yeah, but I agree that maybe the way to get milk is the problem. Like some of these actual dairies, keeping animal plugged into a machine 24/7 is not good. Free range animals running around the farm and then being milked afterwards, I think the more natural way is much better. So I think pulling on the teat on a cow is much better than having the machine do it. So in some ways I agree, but I also disagree. I'm very much the more traditional farming styles. I think it's great. So I think the machine for milking the animal is the problem. But doing the teats, that part I think is the better. They don't keep them hooked up, well okay, 24/7, but you know what I mean, like kept inside and things like that. So I know some farms actually don't let the animals outside, they keep them inside. So I'm more for allowing animals outside, but it depends on the farmer. Depends on the farmer. Hooked up in the morning and the evening, okay. Cows graze between milking. Some do, some don't. From what I've seen, some do, some don't, which is one of the problems. Good farmers, they do. So Lynn, Phoebe, the good ones, they do. It's the bad ones that don't. So, yeah, in Georgia, perfect, wonderful. But not everywhere. So not everywhere. The same with pigs as well. I love farming. I think farming is a wonderful activity. But there are certain ways of doing things that I do agree with and disagree with. Yes. Yeah. You're lucky. You really are lucky. Some places I've seen not really cool. But okay, let's come back to the game. Right now, dairy is really important. Now I'm going to load up on cream first of all. For me, cream is the number one priority. Then I would do butter. Then I would do goat's cheese. Then I would do milk, then goat's cheese. So I'm going to get the creams going first because it's a quick turnaround. That will be 17. In the same time that that's producing, I can actually get some feed for my cows and then start actually getting those going as well. I'm going to keep these machines busy with the actual feed for my animals, and I'm going to turn those around as fast as I can. But I've got some cream there already. I've got my dairy going. Next machines. Okay, I've got down here my juicer. Juicer's a really easy one. All you need to do with this one is to basically load up with the produce you get from your trees. Now, carrot juice I can do very easily, but again, the quantities I've got to be careful of. Sugar, again, I've got loads of sugars there already. I didn't sell all of my brown sugars. I kept those. I cheated. But I'm going to go with the white sugars. So I'm going to load up on the white sugars here. Normally I do browns first, but I've kind of got 34 of those. I forgot to sell those. Oh no, don't get upset. Still got a few items here producing as well. And the same thing, I'm going to start adding items here that I can produce and then building up my storage. Now you'll see here that I'm actually just doing the same item. Now, some people disagree with that. They say do one, then another item, and then load it up that way. And then if you do it that way, you can kind of balance what you've got. Now, I like that process. I think that's really cool. But I'm also the kind of person who likes to do many items at the same time, especially quick items. Like if I'd done all of my bread first and I did loads of bread and I blitzed that, I could then use my bread to produce another item, which would allow me to continue more. Right, guys, it's a 10-minute break time, so I will come back in 10 minutes and we will finish this one. So 10-minute break, and I need that break. And actually, no, hang on. It's 1 minute, it's 1:34. I'm only going till 2 o'clock today, so should I stop or should I continue? Stop or continue? No, I'm going to take a break. Sorry, I need the break. I can do a short stream. It's all good. So maybe it's better for people watching afterwards. We'll take a 10-minute break or maybe 5-minute break. So I'll be back in a moment. I will see you in a short time and we will continue with the rest of the stream. So break, then it will upload. See you in a second. Goodbye now.